Schwartz, and I'm the Vice President of Student Affairs here, and it's my honor to get to kick off today and just welcome you here. Most of you are here for business and computer science and management, yeah? 10 of you are? 5, yeah? And we also have some other students here, like maybe some theater students. I knew that was in the house. See, business, you almost got outdone by 2 theater students. We also have some athletes in the house back there. What's your baseball team? Yeah? Woo, they said. Woo, we'll have to work on that with them. I just wanted to get started by welcoming you all. I can stand up here all day. They let me stand on stage, so I like to be up here and welcome you. But we just want to kick off with getting to know you a little bit and setting the stage for today. So this works better when you work with me, right? So your good morning or good afternoon from us was a little bit, but that's okay. We'll keep working on it. Can you show me snaps when you agree with me? That's what I need to hear, right? Come on, I gave you my leg. Thank you. All right. So here's the deal. For those of you who are not really into high school so much, is there anybody out there like that? Oh no, you all love high school? I was not so much into high school. I sort of struggled a little bit. I talked to my back row friends back there. I hung out back there for a lot of high school. But then I went to college, and I couldn't leave. This was like the best environment on the planet for me. So I've been here ever since. This is where I hang out. And when we do that, we get to study you, ask you a lot of questions. We get to learn a lot about people who sit in these seats. And this is what we know that many of you are thinking as you sit here today. Did I make a good decision? Is anybody worried about if they made a good decision? Will I make it academically? And do I belong? So our job in just a few short minutes is to let you know that you made a great decision by choosing to be here at Paradise Valley with us today. So I want to tell you, is anybody interested in transferring? Is it not? This is a great place. Thank you for the loud out there. Oh no, they're saying hello. Did you get it? Did you get your hello out? Okay, you saw your friend. All right, good. I thought you were cheering for me, but that's okay. We can start with that. If you're thinking about transferring, if you're interested in money, anybody like money in here? Okay. Right? This is an awesome financial decision for you. Not only are you investing in the best thing that you can invest in yourself, but you're making a strong financial investment with starting here. I also happen to personally think we have the best faculty and staff you could possibly imagine who are here committed to what you're doing. So all faculty and staff, can you stand up and wave for me? Is that okay? Okay, that's just some, yeah, cheer them on. They're here for one reason and one reason only, and that's to help you be successful. And they get up every day and want to partner with you. We want to see you all the way from this moment all the way through to commencement stage. And so I want you to know that you have people here that are here to support and want you to be successful. I also am going to make you do this twice, so get used to it. Ready? Look to your left, look to your right. Here's the cool thing about everybody you just saw. Everybody that you just looked at, besides your really good friends and they're shaking hands, I love it, is here with a purpose to make their life better. Is that not the best environment to be at, right? Everybody here is here trying to make their lives better, so that's the type of environment you can be. So I hope you'll feel that you've made the best decision that you possibly can. Okay, real quick, high five the person you just looked at. Want to go? Quick high five, partner. Here's the other thing. Just by showing up today, just by being here today, we know that you are more likely to be successful and reach that goal because you've chosen to do the most important thing, and that's engage in this experience. You've shown up. Showing up is half the battle right there, right? It's just showing up, being present, and choosing to be here today. So congratulations for that. So I get yanked off if I spend too much time, but I'm going to give you a little mini suggestion that I have that I think will help you be successful here. The first is try something new and get involved. Right, so I can see our honors team here. We have clubs and organizations. We have all sorts of things for you to get involved in. We have faculty. Do you want to talk to students? Absolutely. But do students always want to talk to you? No, right? Who wouldn't want to talk to your faculty, right? But people don't. Try something new. Take a risk. Go have a conversation with somebody. Get involved in something you haven't done. If you don't see it here for you, create it. We're here and we'll help you find a club or organization to belong to and to get involved in. Second thing, put yourself on somebody's radar. So here's that. Who remembers my first name?
Jana.
It's Jana. That's right. So here, thank you. Say it again. What's her name? Jana. Here's the Jana promise to you. Hi, how are you? I know it's hard, isn't it? But thank you for being here anyway. If you walk into any office on this campus, if you go talk to your advisor, if you go into a classroom and you say, I need some help, I'm not sure what to do next, I'm not sure where to go, and somebody doesn't help you, then who are you going to find? Jana, that's right, and I will make it right for you. And the reason why I know I can make this promise to you is that I believe if you go in and put yourself on someone's radar and ask for help, ask that question, then you're going to get it. Who's gone into financial aid and maybe nodded when he really should have been going, no, I don't know what you're saying, right? Some of that stuff, I've been there too. Go in and say, I need that help, I need the little clarity. We are here, we show up every day to help you be successful. That's the reason. So put yourself on somebody's radar and let us know what you need, and we'll make sure we get that for you. The other thing is, and this one's a tricky one, this has to be a priority. And it is hard. Everyone you looked at a minute ago has something else happening in their life. They're an athlete, they're in theater, they've got family, they have, right? You have a child who needs you, you have a parent who needs you, you have a community who needs you, you have work needs you. And those are hard things to prioritize, right? It's hard not to make those things first because school often feels like selfish. It's all about me. It's just about me. But we know when you invest in you and when you commit to this experience, we know your world gets better. Those that are around you who love you, their world gets better. You have more opportunities and you can provide those opportunities to those that you care about. So it is hard to find the time. It is hard to get up at 8 o'clock. It's hard to show up for orientation when you're tired. I get it. But when you do that, right, when you make you a priority, this experience can mean that much more. Okay, I told you I was going to make you do it one more time, so look at somebody new. Take a peek. Cool, good-looking people in here, are there not? Oh, people are throwing punches back there. I don't know what's going on. I'm worried about my friends over there. All right. Just a glance, just a glance. Here's the deal. Everyone you just looked at, they matter to me. They matter to me a whole lot. Their success matters to me a whole lot. We can't be part of the Puma Pride if we don't take care of each other. So I'm asking you to not only take care of yourselves and make yourself a priority, but to make everybody else and everybody else's dreams in here a priority. This is how we take care of each other as a group, right? And this is important to what we do. We have students that are 14 years old. We have students who are 80 years old. We have students from every high school in the region. We have students from out of state, in state, from every background you can think about. They all matter to me. And for us to be a successful place, we have to take care of each other. So I'm also asking that you take care of each other. Okay? All right. The two most important people that you need to know, right, are Ian and Isaac. They're going to take care of you from the advising perspective. Unless you're in theater and then you also have really cool people, but they would help you too. But the second, definitely most important person you need to know, so that you need to give her ready for a really warm welcome, is Dr. Ann Suzuki.
Welcome, everybody. So I have a question. How many of you have walked into a room before or a party and you knew no one? How does that feel? Awkward. What else? What else does it feel? Insecure. What else? Uncomfortable. Kind of like today, except you might have come with a buddy. So the first day of class, Monday, second day, Tuesday, Wednesday, you might feel a little uncomfortable, right? You walk in, you don't know anyone, you're not sure. That's good. We want you to feel a little uncomfortable. With great comfort comes growth, right? And that's what you're doing. Everybody here is trying to pursue a dream, a passion, a change. And so when you feel a little uncomfortable, that's great. Remember that. What we're looking for is when Janet told you there's a bunch of us walking around in blue shirts, name tags, these lays, whatever you see, we're trying to help you get to whatever dream it is that you're doing. Whatever passion, whatever next step, change in your life that you're making, that's why we're here and that's why we want to help you get there. So when you feel uncomfortable, what made you feel better? You get to know someone. You get to know one other person, two other people. In college, it's different than anywhere else. College is, you can't just wait till the last minute to read. You have to make a friend, because someday you're going to be sick. Someday you're not going to get all the notes. You may not figure out exactly what that faculty member or professor was saying. So you got to know at least one other person in each of your classes. That's my challenge. Know one other person at least in every class. That's how you're going to get through it. No one ever does this by themselves, right? There's always a team behind you, and we're part of your team. So we're so glad you're here. We want to make sure that you stay and that you graduate, and that when you finish, we're all there to greet you at the end and celebrate you. So we're so happy you're here. These two are going to get you through the next steps through your whole career while you're here, right? Thank you for coming today.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Dr. Suzuki, for that introduction. I wanted to take time to bring in one of our faculty members, and he can introduce himself and what he teaches here. David Smith, and I'll turn it over.
Good afternoon. I should be home taking a nap, and I'm here with you. No, I'm not. Welcome. I'm in the Business and Information Technology division. I teach a plethora of CIS classes, Computer Information System. Okay, and we have everything. And we have programming classes. We have the regular CIS 105 class, which most of you will be taking. I teach that as well. The main thing is that you want to get a hold of the program director in your field. Okay, we now have, I'm the coordinator in our division for field of interests. Okay, so you're going to get to pick a field of interest, or one is going to be picked for you. Okay, and then I'm the person, one of the two people that you come and see. All right, the other one is Dr. Dash, and I don't think he is here. He was planning on being here, but I haven't seen him. And he does our entrepreneurial stuff, and he does other things to do in the business division. We also have accounting. We have all of those different areas that to cover. So if you're interested in doing taxes for people and making some money, or if you're working towards a CPA, if you're looking forward to doing anything in computers, starting in fall 2020, we're going to have a full gamut of networking classes, Cisco, and so you can get Cisco certifications, help desk certifications, and everything that we've done, we've packaged for you as a student. So you can take a set of classes towards a certificate, and then that certificate stacks with other certificates and your Gen Ed classes to get your AAS. A lot of the classes that we offer in the business area also transfer to NAU, ASU, and that other school. I'm assuming how to do that. How many are transferring? Okay, make sure you take my class, okay, so that you know what to do when you get over to ASU, all right? So my wife and I are an ASU alum, and we're starting our 43rd season of ASU football tickets. 43 years. That's dedication, right? So yeah, I'm an old guy, but that's all right. Okay, I still keep up with technology and can help you with that. So be sure that you meet Dr. Dash or myself, David Smith, and then the other thing that we're offering brand new this year, Dr. Loffer is starting computer science courses here. It's the first time that Paradise Valley has offered science courses. So if you're interested in that field, those classes do transfer, all of those transfer to ASU. And she's a wonderful instructor. Look forward to seeing you in my classes, okay? Are you excited about Monday? Woo! I am. Yeah, we'll see you
All
Monday.
right. Thank you very much. Awesome. Well, thank you for highlighting those programs, and I just want to welcome you guys again. We'll go ahead and get started. My name is Isaac Torres, and I'm one of the academic advisors here for business and IT.
Hi, and I'm Ian Jackson. I'm one of the other advisors here for business and IT.
And so we're going to go ahead and go over some important information, talk about next steps, success strategies, and talk about some of the highlights for your programs today. So I remember my first orientation, sitting there was a lot going on. I really, to be completely honest, didn't know what was happening. There was a lot of information going on. So I started to think, what led me to this point? Why was I here? Why did I decide college? And I remember thinking back to a conversation I had. First time I heard about college, I was 10 years old. Dad just picked me up, driving home after school detention. So I had gotten in trouble for talking in class again. So I was there, and I remember telling my dad, I hate school. Just to break that awkward silence when you're talking. And he asked me, why? I said, well, it's boring, and I hate getting up early. He said, okay. He said, well, you know, if you do good in school, get good grades, you can go on to college. And in college, you get to pick your class times, class days. In fact, you get to pick what you study in the college setting. And at that moment, I knew, I don't know what this college thing is exactly, but I'm in. I don't want to get up early, so I spent that time getting connected to that and getting motivated to go to the college system. So education is a very, very powerful tool to help connect you to those next steps. So what led you guys here today? What brought you to this moment that you're sitting here in orientation today? So that's different for everyone, and that's okay. That's what we want. Each person's purpose and their why for being here is different, but we're here to help support that purpose and get you to that goal that you're looking for. So, in particular, so business, anyone's business, raise your hand, scream out loud, clap, whatever it is, make some noise. Yes, business, a big program, and I'm happy to say that business and computer IT together is the largest new student cohort. So give yourselves a hand. Heck yeah. So we'll talk about the money in just a second, but within business, some of the most popular programs in our business program are marketing, finance, business management, supply chain management. So these are kind of the most common that you guys coming into our system are studying here at the college. So these partnerships are designed to complete programs here, and then if you're going on to the university, to connect to your next step, if that's a bachelor's degree is what's needed. So the exciting part, I'm going to turn over to Ian to show us that money.
So, little gap there, okay. So we also just want to give you a little idea of some different options in regards to careers that you can get with a business degree. So there are different things. These are some things that a lot of people are interested in: marketing, operations man or accountant. So you can see there's a lot of, and there's other, of course, there's plenty of other options for careers outside of this. But this is just a few. You can see in a lot of the business areas, when you look at it, including these, do have strong growth, which is great. They do make pretty good money if you have a bachelor's, and pretty much almost all of them do require a bachelor's degree. So you definitely would want to pursue, get your associates here, and then transfer and get that bachelor's, which is what one of the main things that PP does is it sends students on to university. So after you complete your degree here, but that is just a few things. Like I said, there's plenty of other things too, but these are just a few ideas to get your mind on there.
So yeah, so big highlights in the field, big projected job growth in the next 10 years. And of course, the salary range is appealing for most students. And that is some of people's purpose or their why for coming to school here. So that career opportunity, that career option. So other programs, the other big one, computer IT folks, make some noise. Make some noise. Clap, here. That's all exciting. But, so computer programs, we have quite an extensive background, and David spoke to some of the programs that are even beginning to add to as well, but popular programs within are computer science, networking, cybersecurity, information security, computer game development. These are all program options that we have available to pursue here. So some of these are certifications, some of these are associate degrees, and some of them are designed to go on to a bachelor's degree requirement. So lots of options and pursuit programs that we have available within the computer information technology.
And once again, to give you some example careers within the IT field or the computer science field, computer support specialist, software developer, information security analysis. So once again, pretty much all of the computer-related jobs and occupations out there do have really strong growth, including information security analyst, which actually is over 15, which is quite significantly higher than the average. A lot of them do require bachelor's, but there are plenty of different computer-related occupations which actually even get an associate's degree. Don't even necessarily need a bachelor's, and then you can even get a good job. So we do have those, as like Isaac said, those associate's degrees here. So if you're not necessarily interested in going for a bachelor's and you're doing computers, you can definitely get an associate's and still look into a good job.
Awesome. So those are some of the programs that you guys are studying here. So we wanted to talk about that support system. Jana mentioned you have a whole team. In fact, beyond just Ian and myself, we have an entire advising department available to help assist you get connected and get onto your next goal for whatever program it is that you're studying here at the university or at the college. Additionally, we have a brand new system called Cranium Cafe that allows you guys to set up appointments with us. So you can request or set up an appointment online from our website and just go to Ask an Advisor webpage, and that will connect to our online system. You'll log in with Canvas, but then you'll see Ian and I's availability up to 2 weeks out. So it makes it really easy and convenient to get connected with them. So in addition to a set up in-person appointment, we also do phone appointments as well. As we get into the semester, we're looking to expand that to also doing video appointments as well. So really excited about that system. Really helps get you guys connected with us and avoid having to wait in line and have a dedicated time to come see us. So definitely take advantage of that. So a lot of what we do in orientation is talking about those success strategies, what to do to be successful in the semester. So lots and lots and lots of research, not just within our organization, but higher education as a whole studies this. So what makes students successful? And these are some of the top reasons that students who are successful, what they do in class. So one of the most important things, guys, it's very important that you go to class. So seems simple enough, but going to class is a success factor. So you have to be there to learn. Additionally, taking notes in class, taking notes during your lectures while you're going through your course material. Also, reading assignments. Your instructors aren't just in a dark room in the back trying to make your life miserable. They're assigning specific work to help guide the learning process of that material that you're studying. So definitely read those assignments. Also, get started early. Your first day, you're going to get what's called a syllabus. And in the syllabus, it's going to outline every single assignment due date, every single test. It's not going to be a surprise when your exam comes up. You're going to know from start to finish what to expect and when the assignment's due. So take advantage of that. Start those assignments early and schedule study time to prepare for those tests. Additionally, connect with your peers. So your fellow students in class, working together in groups. A lot of you guys came in today already with groups of friends, so that is an important aspect, especially in the class, to help get concepts, to help learn what's being taught. Also, connect with your faculty. We have some of the most dedicated, passionate professionals here who really love talking about what they're teaching. In fact, sometimes it's really hard to get them to stop talking about it. So definitely get connected, get to know your faculty, because they're going to be a helpful resource for you throughout the semester. And then also get involved in campus. Jana mentioned getting involved in clubs and activities. That is extremely important to get you connected and engaged in your college experience. We have lots of clubs and activities and different opportunities available during the semester. As you go through classes, you may need to drop for certain reasons. We really want to kind of stress from the very beginning, if you do feel that you need a drop, first person you should be talking to is your instructor. Reach out to your instructor, communicate with them, let them know there may be some adjustments that can be made, or there may be some options to help facilitate not having to drop the class. Additionally, get connected with Ian and myself. So we're available to help talk about what that impact would be if you have to drop the class. If you're on financial aid or any scholarships or have any eligibility for certain programs, you definitely want to touch base with those areas just to make sure. Sometimes a drop from a class could negatively impact financial services. So, and then we also have tutoring services available. Our goal here is that you don't have to drop the class. Our goal here is to get you through that semester. So take advantage of the services that we have available. And then also know important dates to drop. There's a time frame where a student can drop a class, and then there's a time frame where you have to have instructor signature. So these important dates can be found in your student center, and they're also on our website as well. So definitely before considering dropping, please consult with these areas to really help get you through with that semester.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about different support systems we have on campus to help you be successful. So along with us in advising and Jana and a lot of other people, we also have a wide variety of offices and departments that are here to also help you be successful. So some of the resources you have access to as a student is free personal and career counseling. So if you are, there might be some of you who maybe chose business but aren't completely sure, or computers, but aren't totally sure if you want to go into that. If you're not completely sure, we do have a great career counseling, which is just on the other side of this building, that can help you go through and look, is this really the right field, or are there other fields that might be better, and help you do some of that career planning. So if you are not completely sure in your major, they're definitely a great resource to help figure out what would be the best major or career for you. We also have a career services department who, once you kind of have an idea of maybe you for sure want to go into this direction with your career, they can help hook you up with internships, with job shadowing, where you can actually get a feel for sure if you really want to do that job based on getting actual experience in it. They also do resume building. So if you've never had a job before and you want to get a part-time job while you're in school, they can help you build your resume. They can do mock interviews. They can do a lot. They can also, like career counseling, also help you kind of decide your major. But career counseling is the main one for that. But career services is a great connection for getting those internships, getting a job, things like that. We also have, student life, and they have a game room. Fun fact, so we have a game room. If you're interested in that, it's on the other side of here near our cafeteria, where you can hang out. Great place to get connected with other students. Also, if you do have a registered disability and you need accommodations, we do have DRS, or Disability Resource Services, on our website. If you need help, you can talk to one of us after, or some of our staff out front, and we can direct you to DRS, which is just on the other side of here, and we can get you those accommodations if you need them for whatever reason. They can do note-taking, have someone take notes for you, give you more study time if you do have that registered disability. We also have free tutoring. So this is pretty cool. We have free tutoring. So instead of getting a private tutor and spending, hundreds of dollars, you can get free tutoring here in a wide variety of subjects, from your business courses to your science, to your English, to your math, etc. And of course, everyone in here, if you choose business or IT, you're going to have a lot of math. So definitely look into that free tutoring, so that way you aren't struggling. And then you can also use our library. You can, we have computers. We also have the Computer Commons, which is where your Power Up was. You can use the computers, you can use the library, check out books, check out movies, study in there. They have a special study area. They have special study rooms if you want to get together for a group project. So definitely utilize all those resources too. So that way we can help you be successful. So next we're going to transition into talking about different clubs and organizations. So we have more clubs than this. but we specifically put these in there to gear it more towards you guys. So we do have a business and technology club, which is Lynn Clark, one of our accounting faculty, is the advisor for that club. And so if you want to make more connections with your fellow students and also make other connections within the community and other things relating to business and IT, you can definitely join that club. Like I said, meet other students, really get connected. She does, for instance, she brings in a bunch of employers from the community, and then you can meet them and talk with them and really kind of build those connections and within, if you're interested in business and IT. We also have something else called Club Zeitgeist. So this is a really cool club also. So this one specifically is meant to help you, if you have an idea of something you want to do, whether it's business related or service learning or volunteering, they can help you get that off the ground. So they have a whole support network of different people who are there to, if you have a dream, if you have a goal of something you want to get started, they can help you try and achieve that goal. There's also other opportunities through them to get some scholarships. I think they even do where they have different prizes. If you kind of win, they have you can see these two people won, I think, like an innovation challenge they had. So this is a really good one if you have an idea or you want to try and create something, they can help you with that. And then we're also going to play this quick video. So we have also something called the Entrepreneurship Education Center, which Dr. Kishore Dash, who is also for business is your representative faculty. Dr. Kishore Dash, they have this Education Entrepreneurship Center. So I'm going to play a little video on what that is. One second. Technical difficulties, sorry. So this is another really great resource that our business department opened up to really, if you are interested in entrepreneurship, starting your own business, getting that off the ground, they can really help you with that. Excuse me. So yeah, definitely check that out. It's located in K117, and it's located in KSEP 117, which is just close right here, and you can be connected with that. We also wanted to cover real quick your online resources. So as students, these are very important things that you'll want to know. So we have your student, if you go onto our website, you can click on current students, and then from there it has pretty much all the things you would need to use, including your student center, which hopefully everyone's familiar with. We also have Canvas and your email, which you can kind of go over here. So Canvas is what you use in your courses for online. So if you ever have to submit anything online, you'll use that. They'll post your grades in there. And other assignments. We also have your student email. So if you're going to contact your instructor, you would want to use your student email. They all use the same MEID and password that you use for your student center. And yes, so make sure to utilize those and be aware of where those are on the website. So that way when it comes time to use them, you can use them. And Isaac will.
Awesome. So in addition to that, we talked about in the Puma Power Up, the My Info app. So if you haven't downloaded that yet, it can be downloaded on any Google Play or Apple Store device. You look for the Maricopa emblem. So it's a Maricopa product, but download that for free, and you can sign in with your MEID and password, and that will get you access to the most up-to-date info regarding your account. It'll have your schedule. For textbooks, you'll be able to pull up your schedule to show the bookstore to make sure you get the correct book. Additionally, it has a GPS wayfinder, so if you turn on your location and with your class schedules already set up, it'll guide you to your class location. So it's a really nifty device, really good tool, especially next week because there's going to be a lot of activity going on trying to find your class. So if you haven't downloaded that, definitely take advantage of that free resource. So as a student here, we have what we call the student catalog. So within that, we have some what we call the student code of conduct. And that pretty much guides the expectations that we have for students basically being here on campus. So there's to great detail. You can look online through the student catalog. But in summary, make sure to just be respectful of yourself and others, and also make sure not to disrupt the learning environment. So don't use my example talking in class to get attention. Make sure you're not disrupting other people's learning process as well. Academic integrity, plagiarism, turning in your own work, that's an important aspect to making sure that you're learning here on campus. And then community standards and all of our campus policies, so related to registration, advising, all that can additionally be found for exciting reading material in the college catalog. But be aware of that. It is accessible online from our website. You can pull it up electronically. In addition to that, we really focus on creating a welcoming, safe environment here on campus. So we have a zero tolerance policy against sexual harassment, discrimination, and violence. So also known as the big umbrella of Title IX. So if you feel that that's an incident's occurred, make sure to contact Jana. Dr. Schwartz's information is up here to connect with her to report an incident, or if you feel that that has occurred. So we're also dedicated to your success here as an institution and committed to your safety. In addition to that, we hire 24/7 on-staff certified police officers to keep our campus safe. And if you guys have been on campus, you might have noticed the blue emergency bars there. Those are located throughout the campus. You can push the button and immediately notifies college safety, and they'll be up to your location within a minute or so. So if you feel unsafe, that's also an additional option. Our public safety is known for their bodyguard services as well. So if you're a little unsure getting out of a late night class and you want someone to help get you to your car, they're also available as a resource to make sure you feel safe and that you're comfortable here. We also have a little QR code if you guys want to take a picture of it. We have an emergency alert system that you can download and get connected with, so that way you get notifications on campus as well. So before your classes begin, so first day, to be prepared, make sure to check your guys' schedule. So with your MyInfo app, you can pull it up. Make sure you know when your classes start. So some classes start next week, most of them do. Some classes start in September, some even start as late as October. So make sure to know when your class starts, and you can pull that up on your class schedule. Know what location you're at. We have our North Campus location called the Black Mountain Campus. So make sure you know where that's at. If you're doing online or in person, and where that's going to be. And then check for room changes or adjustments to the class schedule as well. Books, if you haven't got books, you can take your schedule into the bookstore and find out what books you might need for that each class. You'll have an opportunity today to do your ID card. So they're going to take your glamour shot, print you out a student ID card. First one's free. Replacements after that's $5. And then parking passes. So we do not require any student parking passes on campus. So it's open parking. The white parking spaces are designated as student parking. So that's the majority of parking spaces. Additionally, throughout the campus, you'll see reserved spots for handicap, employee, motorcycle, etc. So just make sure if you're not supposed to park there, don't park there, because you may get a ticket. And it's a big thing. So make sure that you're parking in spaces, but no parking passes needed to park on campus. And last, main really important thing, so we talked a lot about getting started this semester, getting going for this next week's class session. The other thing, priority registration for next semester opens on September 30th. So September 30th comes around really quickly. As early as September 30th, current students can sign up for classes early. So at that time, only current students are allowed to register for courses. So to get the best schedule, best times and days, take advantage of using or signing up early through priority registration. That gives you access online to register and sign up for that course semester. In addition to that, make sure to meet with Ian and myself prior to that so you know what classes to look for that session. So the main thing, the key takeaways, if you don't remember anything else that we said today, remember these two things. One, get involved, get plugged into your campus, get connected to your program to increase that likelihood of being successful, to feel connected to your purpose. Also, we're here to help. We have a ton of resources available. We have extensive amounts of time and energy put into making sure you're successful here on campus. So just make sure you know you're not alone in this process. And I always like to leave with a quote. One of my favorite ones is from Abraham Lincoln. Whatever you are, be a good one.